If you touch an American, we will inflict pain on you for generations. Wow. Very powerful statement from Alex Karp. He appeared on CNBC today. And I must say, it is definitive statements like this that make him such a profound leader. Now, whether you love him or hate him, you cannot deny that he has put together an incredible organization. I am a huge fan of Palantir. I have covered them quite a bit, and quite frankly, I have made thousands of dollars on Palantir. So what I thought I would do for you today, I'm going to let you hear a little snippet of what Alex said today. But more importantly, let's talk about how you can make money from this stock that has an incredible trajectory and it has a lot of volatility, which is offering us great opportunities.
I support having a tough order. I support inflicting pain. I mainly support, by the way, something that seems to be escaping both parties, which is if you touch an American, we will inflict pain on you for generations. That should be the U.S. policy. We are very focused on product innovation. Part of what AI does is allow you to innovate quicker, and if you have distribution, distribute that innovation quicker. So our main goal is to accelerate product development in all areas: military, manufacturing, government, AI-backed targeting, AI-backed ways of running your business, and then we'll see where we are in a year. My firm belief is Palantir will be 10 times bigger in the future. You know, you've had all these critiques of Palantir. We're the Frankenstein monster. It can't be a product. It's never going to be free cash flow positive. It's never going to be GAAP profitable. It could never get on the S&P. It's clearly very valuable, but it can't be 10 times more valuable. And, you know, our job is to show and not tell, and we are going to show that we could be 10 times bigger than we are now.
You know, it was just announced that it will be admitted into the S&P 500 next week. So there's a lot of excitement around it. I have shared in a previous video several different ways to trade it, but I found 2 new ways to trade it that are helping me and all of my trading community members make tons of money. So I thought I would come on and share a few of these new plays with you. So let me tell you how we are doing with all of our plays. This week alone, we have been able to make over 3% in premium from selling puts. If you annualize that, that's over 160% return in a year. Now, granted, you can't find plays like this every week, but I can guarantee you when we have weeks like this where the premium's flying high and we are finding incredible trade setups, I exploit it. 100% I exploit it because my goal is to ensure we make the most money when we can, and then when the weeks are quieter and we can't do as much, at least we had a very profitable week like this. Now, quite frankly, most of us are cashed up, so we have a lot of extra cash that we are using to make some safer trades right now, which is making it quite a bit of fun. So one of the plays I'm about to show you is just a simple buy, and it was quite the find that I have, and I'm excited to share it with you. The other play has to do with selling puts. For those of you that have never tried selling options, let me give you a little bit of insight into how it works so that you can be prepared. Now, I have plenty of videos on my channel that go through this, but this is the Reader's Digest version. When you are selling a put, in layman's terms, what you're doing, you are putting up the money. I want you to visualize putting up this pile of cash on a table and pushing it forward. You're putting up the money to buy a stock at the price that you're comfortable buying the stock. Now, this is best done on a red day. And why is that? Well, when a stock is dropping, people that own the stock, they panic a little. You know, trading is such an emotional business. And so when they panic a little, they are willing to pay you, the put seller, a little bit more money to secure that their portfolio just won't be destroyed. And the reason you're helping them out is you're agreeing to pick up their shares at the price you agreed to so they know it won't drop to zero. If you have studied a great stock like Palantir and you're real familiar with its levels of support and resistance, you can boldly go in and say, I'll take your shares. I'll be glad to take the shares off your hand at this price. And they are going to pay you a premium for that. This is the most incredible life hack I have found for money. Now, sure, there's moments when you are accepting a stock that by the time you accept it, it's below the value that you had agreed to buy it at. So you're sitting on a loss. But if you're choosing a quality company, it's just a waiting game. You just wait until that stock that you've been put the shares on rises back up to a level you can start doing something with it. And what can you do with it? Well, you can sell it in profit. You can hold it for future generations like I'm doing, or you can sell covered calls on it. And guess what? Get even more premium. It's just such an incredible opportunity. When you're selling options, you win the trade 80% of the time. And the reason is that you can win when you sell options in 3 different scenarios. So let me give you an example. Let's say Palantir is trading at $34 a share. You agree to buy Palantir at $30 a share. So in that scenario, you put up the money, which in this case would be about $3,000. You make money if Palantir stays flat right at $34 a share. You also make money if Palantir goes up because you agreed to buy at 30. If it's going up, it's not getting to 30. Then you also make money if Palantir goes down, but just not to 30. So it can go to $30.50. You still win that trade. But wait, there's more. Even if it goes below 30 and you're put the shares at $30, you just have to wait until Palantir recovers to 30 before, like I said, you can start doing something with it. So there's so many scenarios that you can win when you sell a put, and that's why I love it. It actually creates income for me that me and my family live off of. So this week alone, I was able to bring in over $12,000 this week on my portfolio, and that's not even utilizing all of it because I'm being conservative. So if you want to learn this, please look at all of my videos and you can learn it. I promise you can. I did not have this background. Once I learned it, my brain started working in such a fun way. It started coming up with all these different trading setups and scenarios. And I'm seeing that same behavior in my students. Once it all starts clicking and the light bulbs start going off, I can tell that they're getting smarter because they start coming up with trade setups that even I haven't thought of. And I'm like, yes, that's it. We're winning. So I'm having so much fun with all of them. If you're in my community, just thank you for making me smile every day. We just have such a fun community. For those of you that are trying to learn, I'll continue to put out content to teach you. So before we get into the specific plays, let's do some due diligence on our technical analysis with Palantir. Well, the first thing that stands out to me is that we are trading right at the top of our Bollinger Band at 35.22, and we are at 72 on the RSI. Now, both of these indicate that we are in an overbought situation and we should expect a pullback soon. However, a lot of times when you have catalysts such as the S&P inclusion and you have positive news events, that will trump your technicals in situations like we're dealing with Palantir. So we may see that pullback, but we may not. We may be in what I call price discovery. We are testing the limits of what people are willing to invest in Palantir and what institutions are willing to invest in Palantir. So if that's the case, we could very well blow past these levels right here at 35. Now we do have this fair value gap right here. Now we do have what I call a gap up. You can see it when you look at a chart with candles. We gapped up from right here, right at about 31.40 all the way up to 32.50, 32.56. So when this happens, we don't have a time frame for it, but you will generally see a pullback and have a gap fill. So if that's the case, then I'd be looking for entry on this stock, re-entry around that 31.50 level. But there's a lot of opportunities to play this stock before we have that pullback, and that's what I have been doing. So the first play I am going to show you is something you probably have not heard of yet. It's rather new. It is the 2x Palantir ETF. Now, currently, this is sitting at 32.60. So what happens is if Palantir is going to grow by 1%, then this will grow by 2%. So here's how you typically play something like a 2x long ETF. You want to be cautious because just as it'll rise double, it'll drop double. So the best way I like to play these is if I see a pullback that is significant and hits one of my major technical levels, then I go in and I purchase this stock knowing that the write-up will be twice as powerful. And so as you can see down here, I've just nibbled out a few shares. I bought them at $30.84. However, I've already enjoyed, this is just a few days ago, I've already enjoyed price appreciation of 5.55% in literally a matter of days. So that's an extra $179, not bad. And so this is how this is best played. You wouldn't want to buy this today when price is at its height. You'd want to wait for that pullback to strike. For this next play, I leveraged time to get more premium. So I had announced to my members a few days ago and asking them if they wanted to own Palantir by the end of the year for $31. Well, we were trading well above that. So most people would say, yes, they'd want to do that. So here's how I accomplished that. I went ahead and I went out to the end of the year, December 20th, and I sold a $35 put. I was paid almost $4 a share to take that trade. So if I put the shares, considering that I was paid almost $4, that would make Palantir $31 cost basis for me. So this is already printing very nicely for me and for my members. Let me show you. This trade was taken out on the 10th, and today is the 12th. And here it is. It's the $35 put. And as you can see, I've already profited 13% literally in 2 days. Now, I'm not closing this out because I believe that Palantir will continue to climb. But this just shows you the power of options. I'm going to take you to the option chain. I'll show you this play. It's already run a bit, but if we do have a pullback, then you might want to jump in at that point. When you jump into your option chain, you want to go to 12/20 of 2024 to take a look at this particular option. You'll scroll down. Now we're trading right here at around 35. So if we happen to pull back and you think this is a fair price, then what you would do is on a red day, you would look at this $35 strike and you would go ahead and sell this. Now you're going to need $3,500 in cash or margin to be able to put this trade on. So if you were going to put this on, you are agreeing to buy Palantir at the end of the year for $35 a share, but you're going to be paid in advance at this point $350. Hopefully, if you get a pullback, you'll be able to get it closer to the price that we got it at. So if you send it to a ticket, this is what it looks like. You're doing an option. This is Palantir. Here's your expiration date. Here's your strike price. And this is a put. You're selling to open. And you are doing a quantity of 1 if you wish to purchase 100 shares at this price. Now, you can do market or limit. I prefer doing limit, and I like to put it in between the bid and the ask. Right now, it's trading at $350 bid and $355 ask. Again, I wouldn't do this today, but on a red day, you're going to actually be able to get more money. So what you could do is, if you wanted to just set a future trade, you could go ahead and put $4 in right here. So you would be getting paid $4 a share. And on this day, you can change it to good till canceled. That'll leave the trade open and it will hold your money until you close down the trade. But this way, if there's a flash down, you'll be able to take advantage of it. So here's what it looks like on a ticket. You're going to receive $400 for the trade, and it's showing the estimated cost is $17.47 because it's using some of my margin. But this is how you would do it. Then you would press submit and just wait. And if you decide that this doesn't get filled and you still want to do it, then you could just push a little bit further out and go a little bit higher in price depending on the price action at any given time. Remember, I want you to always keep learning, keep earning, and I will see you on the trading floor.